Power to the people, I'm back for a reason. If you clicked on this video right here, I meet you with greetings. Another episode of Part My Back Podcast is me. I'm your host, Sebastian West. Follow me on Instagram at _Sebastian West, where you can see me in creating artwork in all of its splendor. Created artwork like this, Sagat from Street Fighter, and trying to keep myself not in a certain box. So, you know what I mean? I draw everything, man. You name it, I'm probably trying to draw it. So yeah, follow me on Instagram. Today I'm going to talk about a crime, action, drama, thriller. It's a UK film starring Michael Caine. It's titled Harry Brown. It dropped in 2009. I don't know if many people are familiar with Michael Caine, but if you're familiar with the Dark Knight, Batman Begins, saga, then you're familiar with Michael Caine because he is, Bruce Wayne's butler, if you want to call him. So yeah, I stumbled across this film because I was looking for some sort of crime movie, but I didn't want I've seen a lot of crime movies, so I was searching for another one with a different twist, meaning, I guess, because Michael Caine is an elder statesman, so to see him in this fashion was pretty dope. Let's get right into it. Yeah, film is about a ex-Marine, retired, living in London, and it's a pretty rough neighborhood. So, one day he's talking to his friend, they have a little discussion. His friend is tired of the rambunctious youth terrorizing the neighborhood, drug dealing, stealing, carjackings, the whole shebang, man. He was just sick of it. He was becoming very irate. So he was talking to him, and he explained like he wanted to do something about it. So Michael Caine's character, Harry was like, no, just relax. Moving forward, homeboy gets dropped dead. Like a bad habit. The police stopped by Harry Brown's house because he was close with him. And they tell him he was murdered. That sparked the interest in Harry to see who did it, so he started doing his own investigation about who the heck murdered my friend. Fast forward. Harry is an old gentleman, you know what I mean? But once again, he's ex-Marine. So he was mourning his best friend's loss in the bar, got a little tipsy, which was out of character for him. Bartender noticed it. Harry set him out. He was walking. A guy tried to rob him. Stabbed homeboy. Boom. Death one. Now Harry is trying to seek information about who did his friend like this. Because the way he was killed, the detective, she described how he was killed, and that bothered him. So now he wants to seek justice, take matters in his own hands. He don't trust the police. He goes and try to tool up, aka buy a firearm. So he goes to tool up. Sketchy place, man. Sketchy place. I mean, homeboy was a drug addict. He was, schizo. Him and his man was sketchy. So Harry's, knocking on the door. Dude's like, yo, what do you want, old man? He's like, listen, when I came to do business, guy shut the door in front of him. Harry stood there. The guy let him in. He's tweaking. His man is, looked like he just came off of a coke binge. They proceed to do business. So Harry notices when he walked in the room, he notices a young lady who was passed out, had a needle in her arm. Boom. Red flag, right? So while homeboy is getting his, getting a firearm together, he's showing him different firearms. Harry's like, okay. He's playing the role like he's not familiar with firearms. And they believe that because he's old. You know what I'm saying? He's an old guy, so they don't think he's familiar with firearms. So Shorty wakes up, out of her slumber or her overdose. She wakes up. The guys were playing a risque film. They look, honestly, they were freaking rush. She was passed out. They were recording and they were having their way with her. Just rape. Plain out rape, yo. Plain up rape. Harry's like, yo, let's get into the hospital. Guy's like, no, you gonna do what I say, shut up. Guy brings back the tool while he's bringing back the other guy while he's bringing back the tool. So he, you know, cop the burner. Harry Harry stabs him, reaches for his knife, stabs him in the arm. Homeboy pulls out the blammer. Click. Harry picked up the burner that he was about to purchase. Shoots homeboy that had the knife in his hand. Boom, shoots homeboy. The other guy dipped. So Harry fires about 5 shots at him. One of them hits him. Walks up on him, you know, tell him something about the war and how a guy died because he got shot in the stomach and it corrupted his liver, whole shebang, man. Gets the young lady, takes her to the hospital, drops her, leaves her there, you know, like damages the horn, so, you know, they'll alert and come and rescue her, the whole shebang. Saved her. He took money from the drug dealers, gave her money, and, you know, he took money and some guns. Murder, that's 3 murders, right? Harry is looking out the window of where his best friend's apartment had just burnt up. Like, for some reason, his apartment burnt up. So he was looking out the window. He sees these gentlemen, once again, these same group of guys that terrorize the neighborhood. He sees them. He sees one in particular, and he follows him because he was, I guess, soliciting sex, like a male prostitute or something. Yeah. The guy that was in the vehicle, not the one that was, but the other one. So he shot him. Boom, shot him because it's the younger guy he wanted that was in the gang per se. He wanted him, so he brings him to the apartment, tortures him, gets the information he needed. He had like a whip. He was like slashing homeboy. It was crazy, man. So he got the information he needed about who stabbed my friend. Throughout the torture, homeboy confessed. Harry's dragging him in like a tunnel where 2 of the guys that were there, because the guy that Harry caught and was torturing showed him a video of the actual footage. Homeboy had recorded it. It was grotesque. It was insane. Very gruesome. So he's seeing who killed him, so now he's after the killer. He takes homeboy that he was torturing to the tunnel he had the whip by his neck or whatever. The 2 goons shooting all wildly. One of the shots hits the guy that had the whip around his neck, catches him in the melon. He's dead. Harry offs the other guy to the right, shoots him, lays him down. Now we're on murder 4. So now he's after the actual guy that killed his friend. Boom. While he's chasing the guy, Harry has he had like some sort of condition. Emphysema. So boom, he dropped, end up in the hospital. They wake up in the morning. Interrogation time. They're interrogating Harry like, yo, what were you doing? The female detective knew that something was up about Harry, but the other, her partner, she was like, yeah, this old man, like, why are you investigating this old man? Her sixth sense is going off like, hey, I think he's committing these murders. The guy's like, knock it off. He's old man. What did he do? So boom. Now Harry's after the last guy. His father, who is the bartender that he was at, his father, okay, cool. His father has him. They have a riot. Like, they're in an uproar. Neighborhood's in uproar. The police, these 2 detectives go down there. Boom. They end up getting in an accident. Harry ends up saving them, bringing them to the bar. The son that murdered his friend's father is the bar owner. So Harry takes him there, finds out that, like, yo, you're in it on it too. You knew the whole time that he killed my friend and didn't tell me nothing, so now Harry's after him. Last scene is guns blazing, man. Harry ends up shooting the son in the neck. While he was trying to strangle the female detective, claps the son in the neck. He ends up surviving. He shoots the bartender. He claps him too. And that's all she wrote. He saves the female detective. Check out Harry Brown, man. I give Harry Brown a 7 out of 10, man. Michael Caine, seeing him in this dark role was awesome. I mean, who would have thought I'd see Michael Caine actually killing people? Because every role he's in a comedic, you see him in a comedic fashion. This changed everything, man. The guy can act. Salute to Michael Caine, man. He killed this role. Harry Brown, man. Check it. It's a UK film. You can use subtitles because their accent is kind of strong, man. So, yeah. Go check it out, man. If you don't like what I'm kicking, like what I'm spitting, just know when you tune to this, the cloth is different. Remember, big shots number the little shot that kept shooting. If you don't like my reviews, cut me some slack. And if that ain't good enough, pardon my back, man. I'm Sebastian West. Tune in for the next movie review I do. Till the meantime, hold it down. Pardon my back. Salute.